It's a book birthday, our favorite kind of Facebook Live, because we just had a book release, officially came out yesterday, holding the book birthday today, though, because I do believe these two co-authors were a little busy yesterday, maybe with a little something. And what is this we're holding up here? Wait, here we go. Edu Protocols, primary edition. We've been promising this book for a long time. People have been asking for this book for a long time. It is finally here. And so, Ben and Jen, congratulations.
Well, thanks so much, Dave. It's been a, like every book, I'm sure it's a journey, right, Jen?
For sure. We are so appreciative of you believing in us and publishing this book. And we're excited to get it in the hands of people. I saw some people already tweeting holding the book today.
Oh, you're kidding me. That's pretty. They must have ordered like right as soon as it went live.
I know.
Yeah. Literally, I just got home right now, and I haven't even like opened the inside, right? I just got home. I was like, package is here, and there it was in front of my doorstep. And so it just the first time, when I'm sure the first time you're like holding it, it's I don't know, Jen, definitely I feel a little goosebumps and a little giddiness.
I definitely teared up a little for sure. It was just seeing your name in print and all that hard work we've been doing for this long, and to really, really see it. Now I just can't wait to actually like read it in paper form.
There's nothing like holding it, like opening it, like holding it in your hands for something like, oh my gosh, this is real. This thing is real. I'm kind of distracted by this shadow thing I have going on the wall behind me with my glasses. It's like pretty cool. I'm just gonna say that I'm trying for that effect. If anyone's wondering, I'm trying for that effect. Hey, so if you are joining us, please throw your name in over on the side. Let us know that you're here. I already see that we have gone international with Nick Roke in Winnipeg. And Nick is a first grade teacher, by the way. And so I know that she's excited to pick up this book and start to look for ways that she can add Edu Protocols into her classroom. So she's perfect grade for this. It's wonderful. David, hey, thank you so much for joining us. Another Californian is joining us. We really appreciate you being here too. And before we get any further, maybe Ben and Jen, if you could let us know kind of where it is that you are right now and what your role is, and then we'll kind of go from there. So maybe we'll start with you, Ben.
So currently right here, I am in Salinas, California, the salad bowl capital of the world, near Monterey, and a little bit down south of Santa Cruz. And I'm I'm a kindergarten teacher, and I'm a captain of the Kinder Rockets. Maybe you can see with my my space, and that's just our theme for our classroom. We're the Kinder Rockets, and if you look in the book, you might see some astronaut pictures there. It's just because who doesn't like a good theme? In their classroom. It's not just like a pirate ship has a captain, a spaceship has a captain. So Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. I am a first grade teacher at Amelia Earhart Elementary School of International Studies. Very nice short title for a school. We're an IB school, and if you've ever heard of Coachella, the big music festival or Stagecoach or anything like that, that is my neck of the woods. So I live in Palm Desert, California, pretty close to like Palm Springs area, and right where all the music festivals happen. And I do not have a theme except for, just like our book cover, blue and yellow for Go Blue Michigan. Woohoo!
All right, awesome. Hey, and so you kind of mentioned the fact that this has been a bit of a journey for you two, and like that's maybe put in a little bit like an understatement, right? Like this is something that you all have been working super hard on for a really long time. And so first of all, from all of us at DBC, congratulations on putting in all that work. And we know this is going to be a product that people are really gaining a lot from when they get this in their hands.
Well, definitely, it was funny. I don't know. I'm sure you're part of the story here, Dave, but when we first submitted the book, we're new authors. We don't know what we're doing. And so I don't know if you remember, we first submitted the book and we submitted 80,000 words. And so we didn't know what 80,000 words is in form of book. And anyways, let's just say we were a little overzealous and we kept a lot of the book's good stuff in there, Jen, but I think we dropped it down in half, but now we have enough for hopefully keeping fingers crossed for book 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, by the way, thank you, Sue, for joining us. David mentions he's in Beaumont, so Beaumont, California. Like I said, another Californian popping in there. Lisa, we really appreciate you being here. Celebrate with us. Yeah, so it's fantastic. See, again, if you're joining in, throw your name over in the comments. We'd love to see who's watching with us. And one of the things that I thought about, first of all, I think 80,000 might be, I think it was a little more than 80,000. But
I think it was
maybe
97.
90. It could be 90. You're right.
It was 97,000 actually. I think if I remember, because we said we
Yeah.
wrote a trilogy.
Yeah. So this is Jason. Is it? I don't know. Is that JC or Jackie?
It's JC. She's one of my
JC.
coworkers. JC. Yep.
JC Alexander. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, I want to mispronounce your name. Okay, so here's the deal. Nick, being an author, knows a little bit about what like high 80s or 90,000 words means, and so basically. What they turned in, I think we had a meeting where I said, if you like put like all the Edge Protocols books together, like it would be like that thick. It would be like this gigantic thing, like a Harry Potter Edge Protocols book, like big thick thing. And what you guys have done though, in paring this down, but yet maintaining a lot of that content into like an extended area that people can access is one of the cool things about the book. So when you get Edge Protocols the primary edition, not only are you getting, a full-size book, but there are QR codes inside that lead you to places where you can get extended content on almost every single thing in the book. You can see what does it actually look like in Seesaw? What does it look like? And to links to your resources, both of your resources of things that you've created. And so maybe if you could talk a little bit about some of the extended content that's available through the book.
Jen?
Yeah, so obviously, as we've kind of said, we wrote a lot of words, we had a lot of ideas. We realized, okay, we can't really put this all in. But then another thing that really hit us is how much technology changes. Actually, even as we wrote this book and we're like about to go pretty close to live, Seesaw changed their logo. And we were like, oh man, it's a good timing. So we wanted to also have something that we can update as things change. So a lot of the online content is stuff. Also, because another thing is you don't have to use Seesaw to use protocols. So we didn't want to take up a lot of space in the book for people who aren't interested in that part, but are really interested in the protocols. So we put a lot of it online. So those of you who are, or if you're not yet ready, but you will be soon, it will be there for you. And there's lots of good stuff on there. One of the things I will add is as teachers, I feel like it's always nice to see examples. And so with the QR codes, basically in each protocol, there's a QR code that will bring you to a whole folder of student examples that we can now add examples to. So it's live right now, but of course, as we get better at the protocols ourselves, we'll add more up-to-date examples in there and stuff like that, along with templates and resources that, again, it's a living document, right? So as we make changes, you guys will keep getting access to all of those amazing resources. So Ben, anything you want to add about those extended content pages?
No, I just kind of double down on what Jen said. It's just nice to be able to have the way we consume media is changing. And so we were trying to also think a little bit differently about this book, and how the fact that, there's great YouTube examples or video examples, and you can't put a video example just in a book. So we have all this extended content where you can get all this, I feel like other stuff that you can't contain in a paper book. And so we tried to kind of have the best of both worlds in there. And definitely it allows us also to keep the content fresh for the readers as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And Monica, thank you for joining us. I know that you've been waiting for this one because I've been teasing it for a long time. And Monica often pops in and says like, oh, I can't wait for that one. And then it's like, well, it's going to be a little bit longer, but it's coming. It's coming. Don't wait. Don't worry. Okay. Hey, so again, if you do use Seesaw, and a lot of early primary teachers do, you're going to be absolutely blown away and excited about this. But as Jen said, even if you don't use Seesaw, you're going to be totally fine. You're going to be totally fine with this. Doesn't require that platform. And there's lots of ways to use these Edge protocols without that. And again, a lot of times, I think that you two early on decided that one of the barriers for teachers was going to be some of the technology. And so the way that you have addressed that and made it so approachable for kids, I think is a powerful component of what you two have done.
Well, Jen and I think are really, we're really big proponents of of technology. We're big proponents of balance, right? And just how our youngest learners need to have access to these tools to really kind of meet them where they are at. And so we really wanted to kind of make sure that we address that and give teachers also choice, just like students have choice. Jen, anything to add?
No, just I think you summed it up really well. I'm just checking out everyone's comments and just loving what everyone's saying too, and super excited for this.
Hey, I think we have that popped up a comment, I think, of a friend of yours right here.
Yeah, gotta love Nairi. Thanks for joining too. You know, Nairi doesn't have a Facebook, so she did this extra special to be there to support me, and I love that girl so much.
Yeah, well, and you know what? I just sent her a little shout out on Facebook because she just got a new position, and so that was fantastic. And congratulations! Woo!
And Nairi actually previewed our book and wrote a little testimonial for us too. So super, super thankful that she took the time to do that.
Yes, thank you so much.
Oh, so Monica says heard about it from them last year in their show. So very cool. Yeah. Now, one of the things that I think is so incredible about Edge Protocols, first of all, if you are watching and you don't know what Edge Protocols are even, they are, I don't know, maybe I'll take a stab at it, and then maybe you two could see if there's something that you want to add. Basically, these are lesson frames. If you think about a picture frame, where maybe the frame is beautiful and wonderful, you love that frame, but you want to like change picture, you could take the picture out and put a new picture in, take another picture out, put a new picture in, but you still are using that same frame. This is the same way with lesson frames. You can switch your content in and out, so you can use this lesson frame over and over and over again. It gets better the more you use it because the kids get familiar with how to do it and use it, and your content can move in and out of these lesson frames. I don't know, is there something maybe you want to add to clarify that, you two?
I can't hear you, Jen.
Thanks, I was muted. Sorry, I'm trying to mute so you don't hear my crazy kid when he starts screaming in the background. But one of the things I think you said it really well is it's the idea that we can replicate it really easily. As primary teachers, we talk a lot about if I use a template and I have to keep teaching new templates, it wastes a lot of my instructional time. And so if we can use these protocols and all I have to do is change the content, I can get a lot more content in and a lot more, I can move a lot faster with the kids and get them learning. And the other thing is just that it's reps. So a lot of it is teaching things, not just like in isolation, but together and over. So those are kind of just little things I would add to that. And that they really cover all the 4 C's. That's like the best part about it. Like even with our emoji writing, there's so much critical thinking and collaboration and communication that go involved in that. And it's pretty awesome. But what do you want to add to that, Ben?
Yeah, I think, you said a lot of it. And Dave, I just love your, the lesson frames, the picture frame. We can change different things out. One of the things I love about Edu Protocols is it gives me one of the things that I'm always searching for as a teacher. And I mean, it's in life too, but the idea of time, right? How do I make more time in my classroom? How do I make more time? Because these are these lesson frames and you can kind of just adjust the content. It makes it very easy to plan them. And so it saves me a lot of time. And it also, I see this tremendous growth over time with the students, and I just love seeing it, especially in kindergarten. I was talking with somebody else the other day, how much growth you see in kindergarten, and then you add kind of using Edu Protocols on top of that, and just what the kids at the beginning of the year, they're struggling to write a noun and a verb and understand that. And then by the end of the year, we're writing sentences with nouns and verbs and adjectives and prepositional phrases. And it's just so amazing that growth there for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And they're interactive, they're fun. And so it's not something that like kids are going to be like, oh, we're doing this. It's like they get excited when they see things pop up again. And, they, like I said, they kind of get into the routine of how to use them, and they get better at them and more efficient. And just like it could be a powerful thing.
Definitely. Just and engaging and fun, right? And so when students can feel successful about a lesson and content, then you feel successful as well. So
Yeah. And so Lisa says, anything that gives me back my time has my support. And boy, Ken, there's educators all over right now that feel that comment from Lisa right there. And I love this from Sue too. Like, these routines build independence and pride. Like, yeah. So it's a powerful thing. So there's something else about this edge protocols thing, right, which I think should be addressed. And that is that when you get involved with edge protocols, you are not just buying a book. You are tapping into a community. This is the most like interactive and helpful and supportive community I've seen around educational circles. Like, you are really tapping into people that want to jump in and help you get started with these things and really refine your use of them. And so maybe if you could speak a little bit about like what it's like to be a part of this community.
Well, actually, we have a really awesome community right here on Facebook. And I don't know how many members it has, but it like a lot. I don't know, Ben, do you know how many members it has now?
You know, I just dropped the link in there. It increases, you know, I didn't even know oh man, it's up to 14.8. You know, it just keeps going up 2 and 3 and 4. And Kim Vogie, who did Deploying Edge Protocols, kind of created this group. And it's just this, like you said, Dave, it's really this place where you get a lot of support, you get a lot of teachers, you get a lot of examples. And so it's a wonderful community. And of course, Marlena and John just kind of have been great in leading this charge with Edu Protocols, and just everybody's kind of going in this one direction. And when we can get, you know, they always talk about fidelity, right? And definitely I feel like it's important, but you know, we got this movement of kind of everybody going in one direction. And so I just hope that as we continue to grow, there's a lot of bright spots of people implementing these tools and just kind of seeing what kind of change can we make with these movements. And I think probably this is kind of one of the things your goal is with your company is like, we're not here just to write this book. Jen and I didn't sit down because we just love writing, right? We're passionate about learning, and we're passionate about sharing, and we hope that it's going to be useful tools for teachers.
Yeah. I love that. And that's what I think I love about your publishing company too, Dave, is I know I remember talking to you numerous times. You're like, I don't want a book that's just relevant right now. I want a book about what you're passionate about. What is something that you're like, and when Ben and I started working together, just because we were both passionate about this, both primary teachers trying to adapt these protocols for our younger students, because we saw how amazing they were. And it's just, and even Ben and I were like, as we make our presentations, we're like, oh my God, look at this old example compared to like what we're doing now, because you know, as you do, right, you're always a lifelong learner. And I think that's nice, because we're not afraid to be like, oh, this example wasn't very great right now. We could make this better. Or if we're in that Facebook group with other community members who are doing protocols, like, there's no judgment. And I think that's what's really nice, because some of the groups or some of the communities, you know, you might be a little more cautious in what you say, but it's like the most positive community you can be involved in, and no one's going to judge for not knowing something or being curious. In fact, we encourage it, because all of us who are also authors and deploying these Edu protocols, we learn and do better each time too. So it's just such an amazing community of like-minded individuals who really want to continue to learn and do what's best for students.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love this from Nairi. She says this book is like a love letters to primary educators. This is whew. Yes, exactly. Hey, and so you mentioned John and Marlena, so shout out to them. They're the ones that sort of started and created this line, and this is the Edge Protocols book 1. They have a book 2. You mentioned Kim's Deploying Edge Protocols. There's a Math Edge Protocols edition. There's a Social Studies Edge Protocols edition. There's Science and ELA on the way, and they're being worked on right now. But I tell you what, so many primary educators have been like pounding the door asking for like, what does this look like in my classroom though? And so it's just so exciting that now this resource is going to be in their hands, and they're going to be able to tap into the community. And for sure, elementary school, primary, early ed educators have been using the Edge protocols, but there's been maybe a few that have been kind of like, I don't see how I can do this with this young of an age. And now all those excuses are out the window. Here you go. The guide is here.
Well, we definitely hope it's going to be useful for people, as I said. And so we also hope, you know, as you're in this journey with us, because this is a journey with us together, you know, always feel free, like John says, that lifetime support, always feel free to reach out. to us as you're in this journey. Because we're more than just like a voice on the page. Hopefully, if we can be there for you if you ever have any questions as
and
well.
tag us in examples. We love, I think we always are saying like one of the best things is actually like seeing other people using them and what it looks like, because it inspires us too. And so if you do get a cool idea, whether it's from us in the book or anywhere, please tag us and share, because we're always looking too for how we can implement this more effectively in our classrooms and be inspired by you.
Yeah. Heather, thanks so much for joining us as well, by the way. And by the way, if you use the hashtag EduProtocols, you can tap into the community that way in social media. Like if you use that on X, for example, and if you search in that hashtag, you're going to see all these examples of people. More than almost any other line, you actually see these things being used in classrooms with kids if you go into that hashtag, and you'll be able to tap into these people that are trying these ideas and sharing how they're doing. Even on TikTok, I see lots of people on TikTok who are also using the ideas and talking about them. Shout out to Sean Wisely, who's been using EduProtocols in his world languages class, in his Spanish class, and sharing. And like you mentioned, it doesn't always go well. And I really like the fact that he shares, some of the mistakes that he's making along the way too, as he's trying to implement these things. And these are just all the amazing people that you're going to be able to tap into once you get a part of this community. So hop in there. Oh, look at this. I love messages like this. Ryan Reed, my copy will be here tomorrow. Yes.
All right, Ryan.
Hey, show us the pictures. We love to see people with their new books. Throw the EduProtocols hashtag on there. Tag Jen, tag Ben, tag John, Marlena, me, DBC. We love to celebrate with people when their books arrive.
Definitely. I can't wait to see it. It's been a joy already seeing some of those come in for sure. And then, as I said, coming home and then finding this.
Yes. I love it. Now, you two actually were speaking on this yesterday. Is that right?
Yeah, we were. We had our session here. We did one on our one of our protocols we really enjoy, little parts, and so we were sharing a little bit about little parts, and it was just fun, kind of getting our I don't know what Jen, what do you think, a pre-birthday bash? I'm not sure.
It was funny because when we started, John's like, "Do you have anything to announce?" And we're like, "I don't think so." And then some people in the chat were like, "Is there anything on Amazon?" And we were like, "Oh yeah, there's always good stuff on Amazon." Like we were trying really hard not to reveal it, and then but so it was really funny, and it was a great experience. But we also got to really jump in and actually show kind of a little bit about what they might find in the book when they read the little part section.
Hey, by the way, I'm so happy that Monica threw this in there because I forgot to mention it. It is so cool. The top of the book being like the open crayon box. I absolutely love the look of the book. Like that cover concept was amazing. And so, yeah, thank you, Monica, for adding that. We're super proud of the cover. We love it too.
There's some other cool details too, Dave. Like I love the little, I mean, you can't see it as well on my camera right here, but like the little, the little notebook. I mean, it's a really awesome cover. Way to go, designers.
Yeah, it has like little icons, like kind of subtly in the background, little Easter eggs for you to find in there.
And I would be remiss, Dave, if we didn't give a big shout out to Caitlin Tucker, because she was so kind in writing the foreword for us. And so I was thinking today, I'm like, I haven't even tagged her yet on Twitter. We got to just let her know that it's out. And again, give her a big thank you for taking the time and reading this book for us and writing that forward. So thank you so much.
How lucky were we to get her, right?
Yeah, I mean, Caitlin is amazing. Like the blended learning guru, right? And she has several books that she's done with us on the Impress line with Katie Novak. And we absolutely love Caitlin, and her work is incredible. And for someone of that stature to step up and be willing to write the forward for this project, just speaks volumes about her and about the project too. This is really an incredible book. And so from everybody at DBC, congratulations to both of you. We're excited to have this in the line. We're excited for educators to get this. And kind of to wrap up here, if people want to connect with, we know about the Facebook group now, we know about the EduProtocols hashtag. If people want to connect with the two of you, what are the best places to go?
I still have trouble not calling it Twitter. Like I'm still going to probably just call it Twitter forever, but
Yeah.
Twitter's always a great way, but there's a lot of different avenues, Twitter, or I know you can connect with me on Instagram, or there's YouTube, and Jen also, I think on Twitter. Anywhere else, Jen?
Twitter is like my main one. And I know I do have Facebook, obviously, but that's more like my personal page. So if you're going to reach out to me, Twitter is definitely, or X is definitely the best. And then, of course, we have a new website that's a work in progress. But if you want to have faster feedback, definitely X is the great way. We're working on our TikTok game, though. We are working on it.
Every once in a while, we'll spit one out, and it takes just that time, and it takes a lot of practice too. So.
Hey, I have 2 TikTok videos up for you guys already on that.
I know they look so cool. I'm like, I just don't even know. I need more practice. Let's just say that.
Yeah. I'm new to TikTok as well, so I'm just kind of learning my way around there. And your book is the first experiment as far as like those style of videos. So I'm working on it.
Well,
All right,
definitely
everybody.
looks pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us on this Thursday evening. We appreciate that. Again, we are so excited for you to get this book, but more importantly, we are really excited for you to take these ideas and use them with students, because that's when you're going to really see the power of them. And I see a couple other people have popped in here. Lucy, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate that. And lots of congratulations pouring in. And so thanks again, everyone. And let us know when you get the book. And Ben and Jen, congratulations. And thanks so much for joining in tonight, too.
Thanks for all the support, Dave. And thanks for everybody for following along with us.
Yes, thank you all for joining us, and tag us when you get the book or when you're trying new ideas, please.
Awesome. All right. Good night, everyone.